Hey guys, this is Turok. Wait, bring the mic closer. This is Turok, and I better close the window. And we have chapter 10,053, supposedly the last one of the Wano arc. This is very exciting for all of us, I'm sure, because now, by the way, I think it was the last chapter, I was slurring quite a bit, so I'm going to try to slow down and make sure I enunciate and move my mouth in such a way that I'm verbally easy to understand. I have this problem where I do that a lot and slur. Ever since I was a kid, I had speech lessons back then, and they kind of benefited me, but I often go off thinking and speaking too fast to be understood. So I'll try not to do that as much. And I have the wrong mouse here. I am keeping the Wano characters up here because I am still struggling to understand them as well as I should, given that I want to give my opinions on this stuff. So in the last chapter, we basically had we started doing what I hoped and saw some of the outside world react to what happened here in Wano. In particular, we got the Gorosei commenting on how they will be unable to keep this under wraps. And it's very interesting to think that given the power and reach they have, that they know even now they can't keep this from the world knowing. So it will be interesting to see what they do to maybe control the situation, maybe spin it in certain ways that they'll have control over a narrative, perhaps. It'll be interesting too we know that Green Bull, the other new admiral we've who has been conscripted into the Marines after post Marineford, but we had not seen yet, is now coming to Wano. So now we'll see here if the Gorosei, who still want, more importantly than anything, to get Nico Robin still. Like, they've been trying this for a while, by the way. They had some regular agents go after her at Sabaody, and then was there something else I was thinking afterward? That's what they're going for here. They want to get her first, and they had these agents here trying to apprehend her, and they have failed in doing that. One of them has been killed by Kaido. I think, was the other one killed by, I know Drake and, I think it was Drake and Izo was combating the other, and I think one of them was killed. The other agent may have been killed by one of them. I forgot to go back and look at that. I was thinking about, because I was trying to remember after the last arc what happened with Izo, how he passed on. And I was watching the anime this week thinking it'd be there, but I realized the anime is far from catching up with the final parts of the fights. So I gotta go back in the chapters. So yeah, Izo and Asura are the big losses we had from this arc, as revealed here. I think Izo. I'm pretty sure Izo passed away after combating these CP9 agents that are there to go after Nico Robin, and they're also there surveying the situation with the battle on Onigashima, as they were trying to figure out if they were the Marines that were coming up to the shores were going to be entering flooding into the Wano country to force it to join the world government. Which, by the way, this was something I was confused by, and I'd like to hear what this answer is. Odin wanted Wano to be opened up to the world because it's been closed off for centuries, and Momonosuke planned on doing that, and the world government had the plan to go in there when Momo did that, to take over anyways, no matter what happened. Especially, I think, though, if this, given the situation that has happened now, I thought for sure they were going to kind of rush in either way. But now the way I'm understanding this, Momo has decided not to. And I know for sure this for sure that Momo has decided not to open up Wano country, and now the world government is saying they won't get involved right now because they know they can't. But that led me to think: did Momo mean when he said open up the Wano country? Did he mean like open up, take down some of these like defenses, so to speak? These defenses like the waterfall and the stormy waters to somehow stop some of that stuff so that other ships, maybe merchant and whatnot, could come in as they please to do trade, and that's when the world government would flood in Navy ships, Marine ships. I'm a little confused on that part. So anyways, after that stuff, we just got a lot of like nice stuff to see. We got Momonosuke and Hiyori interacting with each other. She hasn't changed a bit now. She starts drop kicking Momonosuke, even though he's so tough now through his aging process from the what's her name, that he can't, he's not affected by it anymore. What was her name? I just saw her name. Yeah, no, I can't do it. The one ninja girl. We see that they're getting along together. We saw that Yamato seems to have become friends with the group, even though that she's not like an approved member of the Straw Hats until Luffy says so. We got we had a little bath scene. I'm sure everyone loved that. And afterward too, we got the when Luffy and Zoro finally woke up. They were out for over a week, and the new bounties came in. Apu's there. He's with one of the numbers, and he brings Law and Kid the new bounties, and the paper states that there are new Yonkos now. So we'll see what all this has panned out, and we'll find out whether or not Green Bull is here to take Nico Robin. So let's get started. Ooh. So the first thing we see is one of the Gorosei members, the one with the mustache, yelling to a Marine officer about a photo that was printed in the paper, and it shows the name D in it. So it probably has something to do with Trafalgar, Law, or Luffy, because their names are part of the D clan, and the world government has been trying to hide that as much as many of the other things associated with the Void Century forever. And it looks like the Marine Air, the Marine mentioned that the CP0 sent that in, and it was they weren't told about it, and the Gorosei tells them to try and reprint it, but it looks like they're not being reached. It looks like Morgan's he's probably still staying out of the reach of the government after that agent tried to force him to change stories a while back. So we see Morgan, that the news guy, talking about how he's gonna keep spreading the real news and not allow the world government to hide this anymore. He knows this is a good story and the world will want to know it. So he's definitely a useful ally to our story for now, because he's attempting to keep the people entailed in what's actually happening. So now we're seeing how people around the world are reading about Kaido and Big Mom's defeat. And then we're finding out about here's the new bounties. So here we go. Oh, this is much more in line with what I thought too last time. So we see Luffy, Kid, and Law's bounty, and each of them have gone up to an even 3 billion, which is it's a little higher than I kind of thought they would be, because I was looking at Blackbeard as a frame of reference and how he defeated Whitebeard and then defeated Marco and the other Whitebeard pirate a year after that. And he's like 2.3 billion right now. But maybe they were taking into account that Whitebeard was a bit losing his edge and such, or I'm not sure. I'm a bit surprised this is higher because of Whitebeard's relative bounty to what Blackbeard's was, which was absolutely nothing when he became a warlord. And Whitebeard's was 5 billion. Blackbeard's only became 2.3, which, although I think it's fair enough for him. But now we got these three who defeated Kaido and Big Mom, the highest active ones now, and that, well, maybe because they're considered more dangerous, the Yonko, because they were also in their alliance. These three have gained much higher bounties. So what else here? We got someone complimenting one of the captains, probably Kid or Law. And we have a Pooh pointing out that Kid has ran off somewhere. So King and the others think he went to the flower capital and they follow him. And then Law's worrying about things getting more complicated. Now we're switching to some cooks preparing the meals for the new festivities that are going to go on because Luffy and Zoro woke up, and we're just getting some panels where he's going over the details of everything, and then talking even about checking for poisoning. Wow. And they want to make sure it's a meal fit for a new shogun. And the cook comes out presenting the meals, but only Jinbei is there. And he thanks the cook for the efforts, and he says the others couldn't wait the 2 hours it took you to do all this, and they're out there celebrating already. Yeah, everyone's out in the streets. So everyone's going off crazy here on this festival. We got Law, I keep saying Law when I mean Luffy. We got Luffy, Chopper, and Yamato in particular in this one panel, running around eating like crazy and enjoying the food. And all the other people around them, I think, just celebrating with them because I don't know if all of those people know that these are the heroes that saved them, but they probably don't care as long as everyone else is happy with them. And we got Brook up on top of a building doing a concert. And it looks like he's doing it, him and Hiyori together are performing actually, which gets all the crowd especially excited here because she's the one they know more about. They don't know much about Brook and his success as a musician outside of Wano. Now we're switching to the castle where we see Hitetsu, right? Hitetsu and Robin together. And he calls her by her full name, which surprises Robin here. Oh, these are a collection of dolls he has. Something of a secret hobby. He has a secret hobby of making these dolls. I don't know. Those look like I've been reading and watching the Dress Up Darling, and I remember that one guy in there likes to make those special dolls, a very intricate clothing. He knows more about the clothing part. He meets up with that girl and wants to cosplay. I wonder if these dolls are similar to that. And so Robin wonders why these collection of these dolls are down in this basement area, some kind of dungeon or something. Oh. Okay, this guy isn't who we thought he was. Holy shit. So he reveals to Robin there's a poneglyph there too, duh. he reveals that he has been imprisoned down here, and he took up swordsmithing because he wasn't used to being doing leadership work. This is Odin's father. Oh my God. Holy shit. So Robin asks why you haven't. Does Momo know? And he's like, no, I don't want to tell him because I failed to stop Orochi, and I was unable to stop Orochi, and I just barely escaped. And he's feeling the shame of stopping Orochi, so he doesn't want Momo to know who he is. He would not be surprised if the Red Scabbards, figured it out. Then he talks about how he wanted to commit suicide, but Robin interrupts him and talks about Pluton being there. So it wasn't in Alabasta? Oh, okay, so the Alabasta one, no, the Alabasta poneglyph said that Pluton is here. It was never actually in Alabasta. And now, what's his name, Sakayaki confirms that it is. Shit. Does that mean the Straw Hats are going to take it with them? Should Frankie pilot that thing? Oh shit. Someone's attacking the Udon prison. I think it's Green Bull. We're seeing a former prison mine, right? And it looks like all these other guards are getting pierced by vines. And they're all being sapped of their essence, their nutrients. It's like kind of like what Cell did in Dragon Ball Z. Even Queen's getting attacked. Queen's here. Oh, King's here too. Oh man, they're not a match for this guy. This is something I've always thought about too. It looks like here King and Queen have got overrun by this admirals. This is always something of some contention with me that given the admiral's strength, if they teamed up together, the three we have now or the three we had then, or Sengoku too, not Sengoku, Kainu when he was part of the main admirals, that why they didn't just go themselves with a significant force and then take out each of the Yonko. I don't see how they could lose. And maybe one of them would get injured severely by Kaido or Big Mom, but the casualties I think would be minimal if all the admirals had teamed up together to take out the Yonko. Wow, King and Queen being taken out together. So when we see this guy, he's kicking down Queen, and just pointing out. He's just saying He's just saying how he came. Basically, he's implying, I guess, he came himself because he didn't want to waste manpower because he'd lose face if they died at the hands of fools like them. And they don't have that much manpower to waste on you guys. And he's even got like a vine there sucking liquid out of some barrel. And here's his reveal. Yeah, that was some kind of booze. Okay. Okay, so this guy we got here, a very tall and muscular person, shirtless for some reason. He's got dark hair. He's wearing, is that sunglasses? And he's wearing just pants that are dark with like flowers on the left side. Now he's reporting in. He's telling someone to bring a warship in, but don't tell Akainu for some reason. It looks like he's planning on going after Luffy now, and he's like, where he's thinking, what does he want him for? He's talking here about, I've always dug Akainu's style, no half measures. I mentioned to get his approval. So he wants approval for Akainu to do something, and he's hoping that bringing in Luffy will give him the go-ahead for something. So now we're back at the party, and we got Luffy cheering on everyone and saying, "Let's give it up for all the alliance we created with the ninjas and the minks and the samurais and all of the retainers." Then we have Momonosuke saying something to. Oh, we have here we have a little flashback from Momonosuke's point of view where Yamato brought Luffy in front of Momonosuke, and he asked Momonosuke not to bring up that he was the hero, or tell him that I was in Wano, and because I didn't want to be a hero. Quite admirable. I don't think he wants to. Oh, Kid. So now Kid's trying to come and sneak, and he's trying to take out Luffy for some reason. Oh man, he's pissed about something. So, and he said then the little flower things get lit up. Oh no, that's just about fireworks. And then fireworks are going on, and Luffy just grabs Kid around the neck with his arms, and everyone's cheering on and I'm ready to party till dawn. And so then we're seeing those images of all the other people and groups all cheering. We got like Rabbit, we got Zoro, Denjiro, Raizo, you name it. Everyone's there. And then we got, what's his name? The old man saying, Pirate Straw Rowdy. And we go to all the other groups. We got... And then Kid pulls himself out from Luffy and says, I don't want nothing to do with this. I came here to kill you. Oh, here we go. So now the four Emperors of the Sea. What? So the new Emperors now are Shanks, Blackbeard, Luffy, and Buggy. Oh, Tekken's gonna love that. So Kid came to kill Luffy because he didn't get named as a new emperor. Even though his bounty and Law's bounty are up there with his, he's not considered a Yonko. The last thing we see is Green Bull walking toward Wano and saying they're really going all out. And he says, we Marines aren't in such a good mood since the rest of the world is a mess. So it looks to me like he's going there to break up the festivities. Buggy's a fucking emperor? What did he do? He was barely able to, he was going to escape while his men fought. But he did something that made him a Yonko now. I know. I bet it has something to do. Remember how everyone was inflating how powerful he was because he knew all these people like Grox, and he had Rayleigh because he was part of the crew, and so he knew Shanks too. So I almost feel bad for King and Queen. I was wondering where they went afterward though. They're I don't know if that means they're dead now. Queen looks awful. He's like this guy's sucking the life out of them, and Queen actually looks like skinny, but at the same time looks ragged and old. What a chapter though. Now we gotta wait 4 weeks for this. So this still didn't answer what I was hoping for the most, and that was like I wanted to see the bounties of the other warlords, particularly Hancocks and Mihawks, and even the kid, that one who says he's Whitebeard's kid. I don't know why. I didn't realize that Odin's grandfather or father was still alive either. I thought he was I thought he had died. Maybe he faked it then, and that's why. That's how Orochi had tricked himself. Had got himself into the position because there was no other person legal. Because Odin was gone for years, and I thought if his father died, that Orochi just was able to trick others into getting himself into the position because they needed someone. I don't know how the lineup of what would you call that? Where there's the ones who are worth a lineup of there's a term for it. Ascension, where if the queen or king dies and they have no family, who someone else in the government position takes over. So the remnants of Kaido's forces all look like they had fled to Udon. Okay. And something about Morgan putting in something about the D names. Wait, is that what it is at the end? Let me look at the it doesn't say the names there. I thought I was looking at Luffy's thing to see if it said Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy. Wait, no, it does. Oh, there it is. Right. Blackbeard and Luffy. Well, I wonder if that's part of the. Well, it doesn't show that. That's at the end. Let me look at those other. Oh, it does say right there with Luffy. So with Luffy's new poster, it says Monkey D. Luffy on the posters. I wonder if that's what Morgan posted. So everyone's going to know he's a part of the D clan. It doesn't show Law that way, names his name that way, but maybe he'll be, and maybe they'll figure that out soon. So yeah, this chapter, by the way, was called The New Emperors. So nothing in the warlords. Looks like Yamato's essentially part of the crew. I didn't realize Odin's dad was still around. And Pluton is here. So this is interesting in the next chapter where we find out more about Pluton. Will Robin get taken by the Admiral? Is he going to bring in more troops now? He looks like he doesn't plan on doing anything, bringing reinforcements to do so at least. Now Kid really wanted to have a Yonko position after this. He's feeling really like he got the short end of the stick for all the work he did. And I understand where he's coming from, but really he needs to learn how to use Rio, I guess, and stuff. He needs to work harder to really get out there. His tenacity is great, but he was just never to me to be one right yet to be considered Yonko. He's just not there yet. So anyways, 1 month wait. I'll have to try and work in some other videos now. I won't have any reviews to do. I have to finish make some other stuff then, and be keeping an eye on this. Anyways, have a good one. And stay cool out there. It's getting hot where I am. Blistering hot.